people have said an application, and I mentioned this at the beginning, is God calls us to live this way, like the Samaritan. And he does call us to live this way. But you and I cannot, in our own power, in our own strength, live this way. You can't do it. There's a lot of things in the Bible. God calls you to do something you can't do apart from him. So God knew in sending Jesus that ultimately at the end of the day, that he would be the one to do for us what we can't do for ourselves. A few of you guys heard this in small group Bible studies this week, but this parable of the Good Samaritan, when it's taught in America, the natural default of the American is to put themselves in the place of the Good Samaritan. I am the one who is able to be the benefactor. I have the resources and the ability to help. The question is, will I? This parable of the Good Samaritan was taught in Africa, and the response of the Africans that heard it was, well, I guess when you're half dead on the side of the road, it doesn't really matter who will help you as long as somebody does. But they immediately saw themselves as the one that had been robbed and beaten in need of assistance. I don't want to be overly critical of our interpretation of this as Americans, but I do want to be curious in a healthy way. Why is it that in our culture we see ourselves as the one that is not robbed, beaten, and stripped naked? Because last time I checked, both the effect of sin and our own sinful decisions and the flesh and the devil and the world have kicked the blank out of us in ways that we need to come to grips with. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. And you can be standing upright with a nice car and a nice home and a nice portfolio of finances and a respectable person, and inside you are half naked, beaten on the side of the road. And the funny thing is, if you are that person who looks on the outside like you've got it all together, those late hours of the night when you're like tossing and turning, you know deep down inside there's an emptiness in you. And Jesus says, I have come. I've come with the oil and the wine. I've come with compassion. I've come to put you on the donkey, and I've come to take you to a place where you can experience healing and restoration and salvation and forgiveness. Do you hear it? That call for you. That's what Jesus is doing for you.